So according to a new poll, 86 of Americans now agree that Joe Biden is too old for a second term. And the other 14% say he's too old for last rites. I know, that was harsh.
Greg Gutfeld pointed out on live TV that our president is too old for a second term. Like I said, his show is a feast for my ears. Always good to hear the truth with witty banter. People love it, especially the American people. We can't be fooled, and we see through that. We don't want a puppet in power. What's next? I don't know, so let's figure it out together.
Now, you know you're in trouble when the percent of Americans who say you're too old is actually higher than your age. We can't get 86% of people to oppose murder. But think about it, 86%. Americans are finally united. Joe Biden's promise finally came through. He brought us together. In believing that he's a mess, but still. What's even sadder, however, is that it took a special prosecutor's investigation to convince dead-end Democrats to come around to what's been obvious to us for a long time, that they're as brain dead as he is.
More than 80% of Americans believe that U.S. President Joe Biden is too old for another presidential term. A poll shows Biden is the oldest U.S. president, turning 81 on November 20. If he wins the election in 2024, he will be 82 when he takes office and 86 when his second term ends.
Robert Hur's investigation may have been about Biden's handling of classified documents, but in the end, it was really a wellness check on the old guy in the White House that's been missing in action. And the result is exactly what we already knew. The lights are on, but no one's home. Now, you know things are bad for the left when you've lost a female who slept with Bill Clinton, but also Hillary Clinton.
I talk to people in the White House all the time, and you know, they know it's an issue, but as I like to say, look, it's a legitimate issue.
So Hillary went from this to this. Pretty clever. Oh, shut up. So maybe she's thinking, though, that she can replace Biden once Gavin Newsom and Michelle Obama kill themselves.
Earlier, Special Prosecutor Robert Hare completed an investigation into the case of improper storage of classified documents by Biden. In his report, he pointed out that it was not worth bringing a criminal case against the U.S. president because in court, he could appear before a jury as a handsome elderly man with memory problems. The document says that in the course of communication with the team of Special Prosecutor, Biden showed memory problems, could not accurately indicate the terms of the beginning and end of the work of the vice president, to name the date of the death of his son, Beau.
You know, it's not against the law to pose questions. But it gets worse. Over at the progressive mothership, the New York Times ran no fewer than 3 editorials focusing on this dark moment in Biden's presidency, questioning his temperament and cognitive sharpness. They even included it in their Sunday crossword puzzle, 9 across. The hint was ice cream eating cadaver that farts dust. Terrible. So bad. Quote, the combination of Biden's age and his absence from the public stage has eroded the public's confidence, the paper said. He looks as if he's hiding or worse, being hidden. True, if the staffers could, they'd throw a sheet over him, but that would only bring back memories of lunch with Robert Byrd.
Pretty strong joke, and not many people will get it. You know, little Joe really loves ice cream and especially loves his seat of power. I think he's had enough and it's time for him to rest. What do you think?
So Joe's lost it and the Dems are freaking out. On CNN, Democratic advisor Paul Begala said this.
I'm a Biden supporter. I slept like a baby last night. I woke up every 2 hours crying and went to bed. This is terrible for Democrats.
Yeah, terrible for Democrats, but also terrible for your wife. I mean, she's married to Paul Begala, and he wets the bed. But there are holdouts still. The LA Times asserts that because Joe came of age when politicians once took on big causes, it's actually Biden's age that is his superpower. Right. That's like saying Iron Man's superpower is rust.
You know, Greg Gutfeld's jokes were always very hard-hitting, but they hit the truth in the face. Now he said that people who vote for Joe Biden are just stupid and don't see the horror that he brings. In the last week, he's caused a lot of trouble for the country. His disease is progressing, and Biden is getting lost in the mix. He confuses dead people, confuses leaders of countries, forgets the date of his son's death, and responds very aggressively to journalists about it. He is clearly not himself. Friends, what do you think about this? Write your opinion in the comments, and do not forget to watch other shocking news on the channel.